Okay, so the translations of Black Clover chapter 302 are out, and oh Lord heavens, what do we get here? I am making this video keeping in mind that you have watched my Black Clover chapter 302 spoiler leaked video. Therefore, I am not going into much details in the intro. And before we begin, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. As I have just begun my journey as a YouTuber, your subscribing will mean a lot and will also help me be motivated and allow me to make further videos in the future.
Back from the dead.
Okay, so the chapter begins where it just left off previously, with Noel getting back to her final sane stage form, ready to smack the corpses, and Asta with stars in his eyes praising Noel's new armor. Noel dashes towards Megicula, saying Asta to take care of Lolopechica, and Asta could be seen facing off the after effects of the Devil Union mode, and our hopes of Asta joining Noel in her fight with Megicula is shattered. And I highly doubt that Asta will be of any help in defeating Megicula. But Asta's evolved Demon Destroyer sword could be helpful if there is a situation where when Megicula is defeated and the curses still remain in both Lolopechica and Vanika's body. Though I highly doubt that both of them are gonna survive, about which we will talk later in the video. Okay, Yundin says that they don't have enough energy to take on an entire army to Noel. And just then our boy Real creates a masterpiece about which he was talking in chapter 301 to Asta. The Lord of Valhalla is here, and it just obliterates a mass amount of those small corpses by creating tornadoes. Real says that Noel's Sane Stage and Charlotte's Anti-Curse attacks are the crucial pieces here, so he's gonna support them with all his might. Charlotte is fired up and launches True Briar Magic's Scarlet Braided Beautiful Battle Spear, which is a pretty lengthy name for a spell. Anyways, that thing is truly mesmerizing. We have a huge spear made of vines and flowers, which she launches them off to where Megicula is. Megicula is absolutely mesmerized to see that how humans can evolve during battles too, and as she thought, humankind are the greatest creatures to toy with. She has created giant monsters, and one of them could be seen who is about to grab Noel, and that's when it's about to happen. A bolt of lightning totally obliterates the center of the giant. What a grand entrance! It's our boy Luck entering the battlefield with lightning style, and Noel is glad that her friend is here. Luck says to Noel that he's gonna clear the path for her towards Megicula and that she should follow him. Real's glad that everyone's inspiring him more and more, and he wishes if another lightning user was here, things could have been a bit better. And just then, our man, our beloved Gaja, could be seen standing up, and he states that he is already as good as dead. However, he thanks Real for allowing him to fight for Lolopechica again. And I honestly think he's not gonna make it alive because his hair has turned already white and he's kind of in a spirit form with a hole in his chest, obviously. And seeing that really breaks my heart. I mean, come on, man, he really did his best to defeat Megicula. Give him a chance. Anyways, Asta is super amazed at how everyone is performing, and the next panel we see Luck joining Gaja in a battle. They have killer looks in their faces. And one thing I really miss to see, that is Luck's power up really looks cool. He has orbs kind of thing behind his back, just like Naruto's Sage of Six Paths mode. And damn, everyone's power ups are so amazing. Anyways, the lightning duo just decimates the entire group of corpses, and Megicula is shocked to see Noel right in front of her, charging towards her with a killer intent. And just then, she turns her body into small particles and creates a shield kind of thing, which is a kind of spell, if you ask me. Okay, Noel forces her half-ended sword into Megicula's protective shield, and Megicula is impressed as to how Noel has fought until now. And however, as she was expecting, this is the farthest they can go. And just then, Noel sees silver feathers falling right in front of her face, and she is soon enclosed in a silver cage. We all had known by now who that person is. Yes guys, riding on top of a silver eagle, Nozel has arrived, and he is looking down on Megicula and says that how he has longed for this moment. Megicula could be seen trembling in fear, and Nozel further states how dare she shows up before his family yet again. And the chapter ends. And yo, man, that was a chapter. Black Clover never fails to amuse us, may it be with opening, or with animation, or with fight, or with story. It just never gives up. By now, we all know Black Clover chapter 303 will be on a break next week, so no manga for us next Sunday. But we have some stuff to talk about. That is, as I mentioned previously in the video, that one of the sacrifices is gonna die, either Lolo Pechika or Vanika. And I personally think it has to be Vanika because Gaja is gonna die, that's for sure, which I don't really like to say, but that's a fact. And to repent what Lolo has done to him, she is kinda going to accept her devil form and live with that. So she has to stay alive. Devil's water magic. That sounds interesting. And Undini is probably gonna stay with Noel because a water spirit cannot really make a contract with devil. That's probably what's gonna happen. Anyways, probably after that, another reason why I think Vanika is gonna die because Megicula is not in her perfect condition. So she being defeated like that would be an insult to the character who's gonna defeat her. And maybe while fighting Nozel, she could be seen not be able to keep up with him. And as a last resort, she has to kill Vanika to 50% manifest her body in this world. And then Nozel would be seen to be in a disadvantage and Noel could come and back him up. And these two making a combo spell finally defeats Megicula, therefore avenging their mother. And their mother's soul getting released from Megicula's clutches, making them able to have one last chat with her. I'm saying this because in chapter 301, Megicula herself stated that she controls both Vanika and Aesir's soul, and with the help of which she created the monsters of blood and steel. Or maybe we could get to see something better. By better, I mean we could get to see Aesir Sylvan flesh and soul both intact, which is less likely to happen. But hey, we don't know what surprises Tabata has saved for us. So just let's have our hopes high, and for that might happen. Anyways, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button as it really helps to keep me motivated. And with the lack of proper tools, it's really hard for me to make these videos. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know how you feel about this chapter in the comments, and for now, signing off.